I've had the opportunity to give some presentations with him to the university. Come and tell us how
will outweigh the ocean. Sorry. It's expected that plastic will outweigh the fish. Romantic picture of a turtle. Plastic. Ancient species that we have ocean islands where they spawn, and depending on the temperature. And that's just one example of the land that we can easily observe. God only knows what's happening in the ocean like this. You see, when carbon dioxide, our own body has bicarbonate to actually counteract this, to prevent respiratory acidosis. Not very important. Mercury species is actions and stuff. Plants and only plants.
so they could get extra credit. And our one time,
Hour and a half after the thing is.
Yeah, it's not fair that we're not given this information.
A little bit of cheese.
Not being able to wash my teeth in the sink. If you're diabetic, you know. If your diet is bad, or you're not taking your medicine or prescribed, or you tend to be disoriented. And that was me. I was trying to shave, my arms would shake. Of course, I got my blood work. My A1C was real bad, real high, like being in the hospital. You know, I'm over here going 50 years old. Diabetes, or you had diabetes, or you know, 3 Americans will be, we're gonna have 1 or 3 diabetic. We're gonna sell so much medicine, we're gonna be filthy rich. I tell you, when you get the ingredients, I say, what? Mostly all sugar. You know, I'm like, no, even if they tell you, you know, I tell you, I did pretty good in that. No cleaner, better for you. First, they say you tested like for 3 days. So what you eat? If you gotta pull the fridge tomorrow, pull the medicine cabinet. You know, it goes to waste because we forget.
They asked you what it's like to be 117 years old, be the oldest human living person. It's precious. So don't waste our life. Don't waste our time. And if we want to be healthy, which we do in a society right now that's a herd of sheep and goats and cows.
She wants to know how I like it.
Factories. It's all industrialized.
I got the last serving of mac and cheese.
Invisibilized. We don't see it. And so then we had the beginning of slavery, where and this is what we have to be very aware of ourselves. They also show these animals. How many of you have a companion animal at some time? Like you wouldn't want someone to come by and look at your companion animal, a dog or a cat or a horse or whatever human being. Also, it's never going to work. And yet we don't hear this anywhere. I mean, even among the freedom movement, among the religious movements, the spiritual movements, superstition that somehow animals are put here for us to just dominate and exploit, and it doesn't matter if we do that. And we have to understand it really does matter. You're going to change your whole life. too tight, and there's a 6-foot fence, and it fell down 12 feet on the other side. I lived with the deer for about a few months. Wonderful art. Madeleine's also a longtime vegan and loves the beauty of these beautiful animals. And I think we see herbs and spices and mushrooms and starches of various kinds, potatoes and all these things. There's so many, and they're beautiful. They're delicious. They provide everything that we need. Nothing, there's no downside. I mean, it's a win-win on every level. It's just, it's not really, quite honestly. If we were not well, there's no way we would tolerate it. We would have a revolution right now. I mean, the way the bankers and everything, all of us make an effort to understand these things, and then not to comply with forces that take away our sovereignty. And don't be a force that takes away our sovereignty.
Florida. Members of her practice have the opportunity of attending 3 different nutrition classes per
to get
week.
people off of their medications. And so what I came to find out or believe is that nutrition and movement are the keys to health. You don't fall down, you don't break anything. I proved that last week. Actually, it's 2 weeks ago. We did our 50-mile ultra. Was I had to re-diet for it. Now, they can go on junkets to figure out how to do Botox. Did you really get it cleaned out? A lot of acidity and all. We don't get cancer just because we're unlucky. We have environmental exposures. Think they're eating a pretty good diet. I've never had anybody come to my office and say, you know what, I eat an awful diet. Everybody says, I eat pretty good. I'm 73% vegan. I don't know how. We ask people what they ate. Of course, everybody just eats salad, so then that would make them 100% vegan. So I don't know how they do more genetic material in your gut than you do in your regular body, so to speak. Microbiome, because they haven't eaten with surgery. On TV where they talked about claudication. You know, I may have, what did I say, Pete, you go to walk and you get a cramp in your leg. Basically, the reason why you get a cramp in your leg is that you're not getting the blood flow down to your arteries. It's not just in one location, it's scattered. And at some points, you have 60 to 80% chance of dying right there. So when it gets to about 5
potatoes, rice, quinoa, mushrooms, anti-cancer benefits. I eat tofu, soy, anti-cancer benefits, anti-estrogen.
Guess what? They're made of the same thing. Carbon, oxygen, and hydrogen. So when we eat these things...
All right, you people who aren't vegan yet. So I don't think I need to ask anybody to raise their hand if you care about the planet that we all share.
Its resources such as there's so many different ways to get active for animals.
Different places, and we try. This is how we get to expensive to be vegan, and really, if you're not buying all the pre-made products, vegans in 20 years, it's great that we're vegan, whether it's because we're vegan or not.
Advent is my name, saving the animals is my game. I like to be vegan, you will too, so go vegan, it's the best thing to do. Don't eat meats and I don't eat eggs.